Let's talk about vulnerability. There's so much content in the ethers, so many different perspectives, so much advice. And while this may help in the moment and provide some clarity or resonating truth, it rarely doesn't address the layers beneath the surface. We could say it's superficial. It does have purpose, though. Often it is the catalyst to cracking open the cosmic egg. And what I mean by that is it's letting the light in to illuminate that which we cannot yet see beneath the surface. But what rarely gets us to those inner layers that lead to real growth and change deep down there, rarely cracking the cosmic egg in its entirety, flipping the lid to look inside. That's what's waiting to reveal itself as we walk through pain, discomfort, dark, blindfolded often. It's courage, bravery, because it takes courage and bravery to look inside, to look at that discomfort that we want to bury through actions, distractions, illusions, all of that, to bury it. Because it takes accepting responsibility for all of our parts, all the parts that contributed to creating that crack in the cosmic egg, to look at that discomfort, look at the shadow. It takes not running to the distractions, to the illusions, to numb the discomfort and using avoidance. It takes not running to pleasure, not running to what we already know because it's safe. But is it really? Is it safe? It's not all of these. It's sitting in the discomfort, sitting in the unknown, sitting and just being in it to explore it as it presents itself, not shrouding it in projections, feeling the fear of it and doing it anyway. But I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to share what I've learned from my own experiences. We're all humans, becoming. And these are gifts to me. Gifts of life. And the many gifts that we give to each other through experience. So being vulnerable is something that is learned. We don't just know how to be vulnerable because fear keeps us small. It keeps us boxed, closed to speaking what is our real truth. It's so much easier to ignore it. It's so much easier to use layers of illusion and distraction to avoid it. So much easier than befriending it and speaking from this place of vulnerability. So much easier to paint something shiny on it. I mean, all that glitters is gold, right? Is it? Not quite. Because if it's plated gold, it can flake and get tainted over time. It gets tarnished. And guess what comes up again? The truth beneath, in those layers that's been calling and yearning to show you something new. to show you something real, to show you a truth. The saying, the truth shall set you free, may be a cliche, but it is the freedom from the burden of holding on to the untruths that muddy the water for our journey. So I'm going to repeat that. Truth is the freedom from the burden of holding on to untruths that are muddying the water for our journey. So for me, vulnerability means to be seen as we are. You could stay almost naked without pretense. It implies that we're open to judgment if that's what happens. But really, that doesn't matter. Because the vulnerability of being in your truth is honoring you. It's growth. It's seeing yourself bare. It's allowing others to look at themselves from that space too. You're opening. You're cracking that cosmic egg. If they choose to, of course. It's an inflection point. And here is the flex. It's the point where the rebirth can break through. It's strength. It's vision. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. Because vulnerability is your friend. It's being real with yourself first. It's not weakness or showing weakness. Truth, being real, is not weakness. You're not holding a facade or a mask that takes so much energy to uphold because it's not really you. The masks are everywhere. We see it everywhere. And the mask of protection is universally human, I've found. And vulnerability cracks that cosmic egg and shows authenticity. To be yourself. To share of yourself, your thoughts. Not to project. Not to convince. Not to persuade. That's not vulnerability. That's another mask. It's an illusion because you can't. It's creating a space where you can breathe life into truth. It's creating that space where you can breathe into your truth. You can lean into your truth. It builds self-respect and respect of other and trust. It builds relationship. I'm not talking about a superficial relationship built on masks, but it builds connection. Real connection. That opens not just you, but others. And if you're a leader, be vulnerable. To space where if something does resonate with you, it's your gift to hold and nurture and nourish. It's freedom from the known. Freedom from the known is seeked in the unknown. So my invitation to you today is to be vulnerable. Be free. Be you. To find your most authentic self. In all its facets. To find a truth that is yours. And to walk the path of your heart. And if you want to connect with me, you can. My name is Chiara Marapodi. I'm an integrative life coach. And you can connect with me on my website, chiaramarapoti.com. I'll see you soon.